Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
Here are the scores as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. The Maggie Walker Governor's School with 130 points and Maury High School with 115 points. And in this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer. And again, in this virtual version of Battle of the Brains, we ask questions to each team, alternating between them. Anyone on that team may answer by raising their hand, waiting for me to call on them. All right, our final toss-up round starts with a question to the Maggie Walker Governor's School. He was an Indian fighter, frontier soldier, and president of the United States. Name this general known as Old Rough and Ready, who, even though outnumbered 4-1, won a great victory at Buena Vista. Marthy.
Harrison?
It would be Zachary Taylor. According to Greek myth, Maury, this flower bloomed from the blood of a lover of Aphrodite who was accidentally killed. What is this red flower whose name is also associated with a term for a very handsome or ideal man? Ella.
Adonis?
Adonis is correct. Maggie Walker Governor's School. According to the U.S. Constitution, what is the minimum age a person must be to become a member of the House of Representatives? Sam.
25.
25 is correct. Maury High School. The Soviet Union launched the first communications satellite into orbit October 4, 1957, creating a spike in math and science education in the United States. Name this famous satellite. Patrick.
Sputnik.
Sputnik is correct. Maggie Walker Governor's School. William Jennings Bryan unsuccessfully ran 3 times for President of the United States. William McKinley defeated him twice. Name the man who defeated Bryan for the presidency in 1908. Sam.
Taft.
William Howard Taft is correct. Maury, there are 8 electrons in the outermost shell of each noble gas except for one, which has only 2. Name it. Patrick.
Helium.
Helium is correct. Governor's School, in what book of the Bible can you find an account of a great flood sent by God as a punishment for mankind's wickedness?
Genesis.
Hands, please. Sam?
Genesis.
That is correct. Maury, after falling to capture Jerusalem in 1192, this leader of the Third Crusade concluded a truce with Saladin. On his way home, he was held hostage by Leopold V of Austria. Name the son of Eleanor of Aquitaine. That would be Richard I, or Richard the Lionhearted. Governor's School. Since 1950, the length of this body of water has shortened from 50 miles to 30, and its volume has fallen by a third. Name this low-lying, salty sea on the border of Israel and Jordan. Sam.
Dead Sea.
Dead Sea is correct. Maury, this band released its first new music in 40 years in 2021. Name the Swedish pop group that had hits with Mamma Mia, Fernando, and Dancing Queen. Patrick.
ABBA.
ABBA is correct. Maggie Walker, recently new versions include more analysis and less multiple choice, changes made to reflect new higher standards in secondary education. Name this battery of tests taken by people trying to earn a high school equivalency diploma. Arthi.
GED.
GED is correct. Maury, what is the name for the literary device or term that gives human characteristics to inanimate objects or animals? Patrick.
Personification.
That is correct. Maggie Walker Governor's School. In humans, this is the single 5-inch long structure in the neck that's supported by rings of cartilage. Name this structure, commonly called the windpipe. Sam.
The sternum.
That would be the trachea. And that buzzer is the end of our game. While our judges double-check the final score, we want to remind you how to stay connected with us here at Battle of the Brains. If you'd like to find out more about our show, just log on to battleofthebrains.net. You'll also find Battle of the Brains on Facebook and full episodes of our show on our YouTube page. And as we continue round 2 of Battle of the Brains, join us next week when we virtually welcome teams from Western Branch High School of Chesapeake and Granby High School of Norfolk. It was close all the way. Now here's the final score for today's match, determining which team will continue to round 3. Ending the match with 215 points, our team from Maury High School. Great job today by Patrick, Reagan, Emily, and Ella. Our winners today with a final score of 230 points, the team from Maggie Walker Governor's School. Congratulations to Vienne, Sam, Marthy, and the other Sam. 2 Sams on the team today. Congratulations. We'll see you guys in round 3. Guys and girls. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thanks for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains, and we'll see you back here next Saturday morning. Great match, teams.
Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.